What's going on, guys? So if you're new here, my name is Fanuel, and over the past 4 years, I went from being a broke college student, having to juggle multiple different jobs, to creating multiple 7-figure businesses to change mine and my family's life for good. Now, before we get into the good stuff, let's get real for a second. I'm not the kind of entrepreneur that wakes up at 5 every morning, if ever, and I don't run few miles or only eat fruit until noon. And while I love a good audiobook or an insightful YouTube video playing in the background, I don't really read books either. Not to discourage anyone from doing these things, but I'm sure they're all great. But I say this to show you that you don't have to be this picture perfect movie scene entrepreneur. You can wake up at 9 a.m., you can eat steak for breakfast, which I've done multiple times, or wear sweats to work, which I do every single day. And the key is to find what works for you. And now that we've got that out the way, let's get into the realistic day in the life of a 23-year-old entrepreneur. So the first thing that I do after waking up, obviously, and then brushing my teeth and washing my face is go down to my office to get to work. So first thing that I typically do is check in with my team to see if there's anything else that they need help with, anything urgent that I need to take care of. And once I check that, I go through my emails. And the third thing that I do is go through my online stores to make sure everything is running properly and see if there's any issues. And the last thing that I do is check on my ads, see if how well they're doing, if I need to fix anything or scale anything. So those are the technical things that I do when I say, hey, I'm checking in with the work. So once I got done with work, the next thing that I had to do this day was go to iFly, which is pretty much an indoor skydiving place. And I'm going there to train skydiving. And if you're new to the channel, one of the things that I enjoy doing is skydiving, because as an entrepreneur, you have to come up with hobbies to do, because pretty much most of my time is spent in my office working every single day. So I like to do things outside of the box that actually excite me and pretty much is a hobby. Hello. How you doing today?
Good. How's it going, guys?
So, some backline today?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, we got some fans on YouTube, bro.
Me?
Yeah, they said you were really good at flying, so
Oh, thanks.
they want to see you doing it again.
Well, they're gonna. Just work on steering, forward, backward. Start opening up to be able to get that lift come up. From there, we'll just work on our controls in the air, staying on level. Staying on heading when we need to. Mess around, do some belly stuff in there as well. Have some fun, so it's not all work. Cool. And then, yeah, we'll go from there.
With the money statement, I'm 10-2. Too much that I've been through, so I put it all in that rear view. Clean money in a black whip, got old problems with a friends new.
And the last time I did skydiving, which was 3 to 4 months ago, I actually got injured because once I jumped from the plane, wind picked up and I actually landed way off where I was supposed to land. I almost landed actually in the middle of the street, and I could have died, but that did not happen. Now I'm learning to fly on my back, and I want to do a few tricks and stuff in the air. So I'm definitely gonna go back to skydiving. I'm sure a lot of people would say, why are you going back? But it's something that I enjoy doing. So yeah, we're going to a tunnel so that I can learn how to fly on my back.
A few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in play. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rev on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
So once I got back from my skydiving training, I had to check in with work a little bit more. There's a few things that I had to knock out while I wait for my girlfriend. I'm gonna do a little bit more work. I have to actually contact my staff for a few things. So I'm gonna check in with work. My girlfriend's on the way, so I have like maybe 10 to 20 minutes to actually do some work. Then she's gonna pick us up, and then we're gonna leave, see if we're gonna buy the van. So let's go. But before that, I had to stop by an Ethiopian restaurant to get some ethnic, delicious food. And if you don't know, I'm Ethiopian, so you know, I had to stop by because it was actually in front of the dealership. Get off my grass!
Reminding them how I broke the law. So dope before I left a ball with a broken jaw. So much more I can focus on. I'm noticing hope is gone. Y'all beat us in the head with these bogus songs. They ask if I really believe in God. Why would he let evil people eat while his people starve? I tell them everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations. That looks so staged. Yeah. Wait. We didn't say what car I was getting at first, right?
We didn't see what we were doing.
Oh, we didn't say what we were doing.
Surprise!
Surprise, guys. And didn't have all the space.
So
I have so
much
much space. Yeah, I'm selling my house and I'm moving in a van.
We're gonna be vanners.
Manners. That's so much, dude. It's gonna be like a whole freaking apartment, dude.
Hell yeah, like a
So
New York
much space.
apartment.
I know.
What do you think?
Random.
What? Get in, get in, get in.
Get it, buddy.
Put tank in there.
What the? Look how big it is.
Wow. Dude, you can fit in there.
Yo, listen to you. Let tank loose. Let him run around.
Is it tanker proof?
Is it approved, buddy? You like it?
What do you think, Hero?
What are you gonna do with this? This is where the bed is gonna be.
Lay down, bro. Lay down. Can you fit here? Lay down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The neck.
We might have to put it this way then. I got packages.
I like that it's open to where
Yeah.
you can really
it's a
just
blank.
go ahead
It's a
and
blank slate.
run electric.
Did you for real buy it? Did you for real buy it? Or is this a test drive?
think it was
here,
Yeah.
Mom? As a test drive?
To my house.
Not
Oh,
this
so
far.
you know what the salesman guy said? He said that he has what? Like tons and tons of people that have bought these that are looking for people to flip them for them.
Not
Convert him.
Buy
Convert
them,
him.
like,
Convert him.
To convert them.
Yeah.
They buy
Does it
them.
have a backup camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah.
This is
bet.
perfect.
Right?
This is absolutely perfect. It's already got the sound in and stuff on it.
So if you're wondering why I got this big ass cargo van, there's actually multiple different reasons. The first one is I'm planning on driving across the US, well, around the US, and I'm gonna be documenting everything from changing this cargo van into an actual travel van where I can actually work from and actually sleep in. And if you wanna follow that, make sure to follow me on my TikTok. This is gonna be my username. And the second reason I'm buying this van is to potentially see if I can start a conversion van rental business. So one of the things that I faced when I wanted to rent one of these vans that are converted that you can actually stay in and drive around is there's a lot of demand for them. So it's very expensive and most people don't actually rent to people under 25. So that's one of the issues that I saw. And based on the demand, I can potentially make anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 in profit every single month just renting out the van. So I want to test that theory. And the third thing that I'm gonna do by buying this van is see if I can potentially start a van conversion business where we actually take cargo vans and turn them to an actual RV that people can live in or travel with. So those are the main things that I'm looking to do with this van, and that's the reason I got it, because I want to experiment with a few different business ideas that I have in my head and see if that's valid. All right guys, so that's pretty much what a realistic day of an entrepreneur looks like. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe because I'm gonna be dropping content every single week to educate you and entertain you at the same time, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And make sure to thumbs up this video because it really does help the channel. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, anything, drop it in the comment. I'll make sure to respond to as many of you guys as possible. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.